So a quick update. So yesterday in the patch notes, there was one little line that may just change the way we build weapons. So over here in the weapons and modules section, we have this line here. Improved firearms attribute attack to increase according to the weak point damage upon successful weak point attack. So what does this mean? So all right, we are in the lab here, and basically what that means here is that now when you hit a weak point, the elemental damage from your gun will also scale with the weak point. This was not happening previously. So if we look at the numbers here for this dagger, for example, we have a firearm attack of 53,000. Okay. Now when you hit an enemy on a weak point, you get a weak point damage number. Um, we also have element attack, so we'll also do element damage. However, in the past, before this update, this chill attack number was not scaling with the weak point. So over here we have a 2.4 weak point. This number will get multiplied by 2.4. This was happening, but this number wasn't getting multiplied by 2.4. So basically this will happen now. So in other words, putting element on your gun is even more important. So if we compare this now, previously when I used to show you this in the lab, if you check my dagger video, we were getting around 47, 45, 40 to 47 million damage depending on the mod setup. Now this is very similar pretty much to what I was showing in the build. Now we are getting significantly more damage. So you have to aim for the weak point, which is the head here. And if you empty the whole magazine, we are getting 70 million. And this is like a lower estimate. I've even managed to get higher numbers. Let's just try it once more. So if we do here, aim for the weak point, empty the whole, basically not the magazine, but like the full 9.6 second duration of Glaze third ability, 74 million. How about one more run? I've hit 80 million once, I think. This guy can stand still. 65 because he was just jumping around, moving around, and we're missing that. Anyway, the point is we are getting significantly more damage, 65 to 70, 75. If you take an average, we're getting 70. Previously, it was very rare I would cross 50 million. Now, in terms of mods, I don't know if, because I was testing so many different things. Basically, I put one weak point and two chill mods. Now, we'll have to play around a little bit and see how much more chill we can get, and we also need to keep a reasonable amount of weak point damage and also not drop our crit damage. So we have chill. This will give 30% damage from the firearm, and this will give you another 50% of this. So in total, this would be like 45% damage. We have weak point. This is the highest number we have in terms of a single mod giving you weak point, 40%. There are other mods here that give you good weak point stuff. For example, weak point side, this gives you a flat 35%. Overwhelm, if you hit the enemy's weak point, and basically if you have the matching type of damage. For example, if you see this guy here, we have chill attack and pierce damage. Okay, so the dagger is also a pierce weapon. So you can use this overwhelm mod, and what it'll do is it'll scale the damage for 10 stacks. So that will also work. In fact, maybe I should try using this instead of this and see what works better. Maybe drop this and put this and see what numbers we're getting. In fact, let's actually have a look. Because I did a few runs with this setup that I showed you. And I was getting much better times in Void Erosion Purge stage 30, both solo and in a group. I did maybe like 10 runs or something in the evening yesterday while I was testing this. 78 million. I think this might be better. Because I did cross 80 million a couple of times with the two chill modes. 73. We're getting about the same, but this should help against Greg. I may have to do a few more runs. Anyway, basically the point is chill plus weak point is working now. Before it wasn't. Of course, if you crit, even better. So you're just simply doing more damage. On my group run, the first time I did after this update, I got a 1.8 billion damage run. It wasn't the best time in the world. The other two teammates, maybe I was doing more damage than them, but I had never seen 1.8 billion damage number after a run. My best was maybe 1.1, billion or something like that. Usually if I did well like in a group, I was getting 900 million damage. So 1.8 was the best time. I did a couple of runs of solo, and my solo time also improved drastically. Previously, my best was 12 minutes and 3 seconds to clear solo, stage 30. After this update, I got a 10 minute and 10 second. And I died once as well, otherwise it was comfortably under 10. So yeah, this has made a big difference, and this also changes how we build guns. We'll have to spec into both element and weak point and try to find a balance where both these things work nicely. But yeah, that is it for this one. Thank you for watching and see you next time.